Okay, I'm just going to take a couple of real quick looks here at ways that this tool set can, or at least this way of thinking, um, can save you a lot of time, let you prepare better quality responses when they're needed. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a real quick jump in and say let's do a couple of project profiles. What I'm going to do is, it's easy enough, but I'm actually going to do it from scratch. So I'm going to do a profile builder. And what I want to do is I am going to go ahead and import a project. Now what we're starting off with here in the background is really blank pages. So I'm going to open up my projects. And let's grab one here. We'll grab 10 Dayball Square. The project we have. Notice it loads up here. And when I load it here, what it just did, if I click on view, is just, alright, here's the basic current details for the project if I want to preview it. Okay, now this is the current project data sheet. And this can be pretty much anything. As far as I'm concerned, it's a blank sheet of paper. Now what we can do with it is some kind of neat stuff is, there's your basics. What you're going to do most of the time in terms of the information you need. But if I go back to my profile builder and I say, well, let's say that for today, for this particular response, I do need to include a project reference. So all I'm going to do is I'm just saying, all right, let's take project reference and add that. Okay, so it's just added it. When I apply that, what it does, it makes it part of the solution. So now when I preview, sure enough, there's project reference. So let's go back and let's add a couple of projects on here. Let's say that we need to do, let's see, well, just real quickly, let's grab, let's see, I know a couple I'm going to add here. We'll take HHCRI, Home and Hospice, and we'll load it. We'll import another one. Let's grab Rumford Center, and we'll load that one. And then let's also do one of the big projects that I've done here in this town, Inskip Auto Mall. And while we're at it, let's do Independence Square Foundation. Okay, load that. And, well, it's a historic remodel that we're doing. So there's another project, the Hope Club's another good example of this for this particular client. So we'll grab the Hope Club and we'll load that in there. Now what I've just done, if I go and take a look at each one of these, okay, well let's say we want to include a reference on all of them. So I'm going to add the reference to Home and Hospice. I'm going to add my reference to Rumford Center. Maybe instead of a reference, I want to actually do, notice I have to do cost and schedule as well as project reference. And you can also include the project team. So I've got project manager and superintendent. So I'll go ahead and apply that. Let's now this one as well. Okay, and then I'll just go to record number 3, record number 4. Now I can go and preview any one of these. I say preview. Oh, hey, look, we're on the Inskip Auto Mall, so let's go back to the builder. On this one, I also want to include a project reference. And let's see, URI Independence Square. Let's do cost and schedule and the project reference. And let's also do with this one here, the project team, because it is the team that we're proposing. So we'll go ahead and add that. Now, if I look over here, I can scroll down and see. Sure enough, down at the bottom, it's added them. And then we also did the Hope Club. So with the Hope Club, let's also add our project reference on that one. Now, once we apply it, now what we've just done is we go out here. Look, we just created project profile for each one of these. So as I said, it started out as, basically started out as a blank piece of paper. Okay, so now if I go home, what I can do is I can save all of these. And what we've just done is, let's shrink it down a little bit. Okay, hey, look, we've just created these customized project profiles, which we can change any part of them that we want to. We can go ahead and say, oh, let's do, let's change an image. We don't want to use this image, what I can do is I can go out and open up images, and it's for Inkscape. So let's go to Inkscape AutoMall, and instead, that's not the one I want. Let's go to, how about Inkscape Accurate? We'll use one of the images there. Not that one. Yeah, that's an image. Okay, so we just changed that image there. Fantastic. So what we just did is I save this. Actually, what I would do now, still everything can be still modified. I can at this point go and further differentiate whatever I want to. Once I'm done, if I hit flatten, what that does is now this is no longer an editable PDF. I save it, and I save it as, here's my project set for whatever it happens to be. I save it, and I'm all done. And so basically what we just did is we just went in and very quickly generated a customized set of projects with the specific information that we require for this specific response, for this